Is it live?
Should maybe. No. Yep.
We're good?
We're good. We're live.
Copy, 1307.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to know if I could hear it.
Oh, thank you.
All right, good afternoon, backseaters. It is finally a sunny Wednesday here in
Gorgeous
St.
day.
Paul. Huh?
It's a gorgeous day.
Gorgeous day.
Absolutely gorgeous.
You are with the CAT team, Thomas Siegelstrom and...
Oh, and Chad Molnar. Hey guys, how are we doing? Happy Wednesday.
For those of you who've never joined us before, we are in St. Paul, Minnesota, Ramsey County. We are with the Carjack and auto theft team, CAT team. For those of you that have been with us before, welcome back. We'll kind of touch base on some activities lately. If you've been monitoring social media or Ramsey County Facebook page, we've had some activity lately, stolen cars.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yeah, it's insane how many cars are getting stolen right now. And it's not going to slow down, I don't think.
No, with this warm weather, it's just going to get busier and busier. But that's all right. It makes the day go by.
Roll 411, still 0
It gives us something to do.
Copy.
That it does. So, anything you want to touch on first, Chad, before we kind of jump into recent events?
Wow, I can't think of a whole lot. I mean, we're kind of cruising through Central District right now. Been a busy day for the most part today. Nothing too crazy going on, but we've been definitely been busy.
Monitoring some activity. We're working on it right now, so we're not going to air that yet. But obviously, if we get into it, we'll update you as we're doing it. Yesterday, you might have saw on our Ramsey County Facebook page, Maplewood was dispatched to a stolen truck with a work truck with a trailer. Oh God, this had to have been like 7:40 in the morning.
I think 7:40 exactly is when it dropped. Yeah.
And they got to the area and were able to locate the vehicle at some point and keep eyes on it. There was a suspect vehicle that was seen dropping the person off. They located that at Menards and detained a person. Were able to interview and get suspect info on who would be driving the truck. Maplewood did an awesome job communicating to all the agencies around. Ramsey County Patrol responded, and then a few of the CAT team guys and Intel guys responded to the area. And this guy was driving super reckless down the wrong way. I mean, he's carrying a heavy load too, so...
Yeah, it was like an F-150 or 250 or something?
Yeah.
Big red truck.
Yeah, it was easy to spot, I guess. At some point, county squads were able to get in the area, and they were able to deploy stop sticks, I believe twice.
Yes.
Sergeant Matt Marson, was able to get behind the vehicle. Due to his drive behavior, he initiated a pursuit, the guy in the red truck. Matt Marson was behind it. He made a good judgment call and then eventually discontinued it because he went down the wrong way. And then Matt Marson found that vehicle in a ditch. Was like 61 in County Road D area.
That sounds right.
Just off that area.
Yeah.
Unoccupied.
State Patrol is pretty vital in keeping it on camera for us.
They're able to essentially trace the guy to an apartment complex. They got squads in the area, dog, canine, and eventually located him in a garage. Took a little bit to get him to comply, but he eventually did give up and stated he
2718 Dellwood residential
took drugs.
panic alarm.
So you're saying he was overdosing. Ended up finding heroin on him, so he was transported to the hospital. If you read the story, oddly enough, that individual was picked up on the 19th on warrants and new drug charges, and he was released, was it early yesterday?
He was released at 6 a.m. yesterday, so within an hour and 40 minutes he found himself back in trouble with the law. So it didn't take him too long.
And he's been booked, I believe it's, yesterday would have been the 35th time he was booked into the Ramsey County Jail.
Yep.
They must serve good meals and have good sleeping arrangements, I guess.
I hear those bag meals are delicious. But yeah, it's someone I guess you'd want to call a frequent flyer.
And now he's back in custody.
Yes, sorry, I got just a side thing going on as well here.
But there had been 3-4 agencies assisting on that between canines and patrol officers, and it was an awesome job. And hats off to Maplewood. They responded, got info out, were able to locate the vehicle and give its location for other officers to get in the area. So
yeah, it all worked out. It was a good catch. It's nice when we can all work together and get the things done. Especially when not everybody can pursue the way that we can.
Yep, absolutely.
Can you call me on 2750 East Snelling service on a citizen system?
Let's see. And then last night, I don't know if it was posted on our Facebook page, but if anyone monitors the Crime Watch pages in Minnesota, Forest Lake got into pursuit of a vehicle stolen out of a garage. Actually, in Vadnais Heights, that vehicle would have been a Ramsey County Sheriff's Office stolen vehicle. It was taken out of Vadnais Heights, I believe Sunday at some point. And Forest Lake got info about the vehicle and got behind the vehicle. And sounds like they were coordinating to set up sticks and try to get this vehicle stopped. The vehicle fled. I actually went and looked into it. Sounds like the vehicle hopped the curve and swerved at an officer who was out on foot.
Yeah, intentionally.
And trying to deploy stop sticks. Thankfully, she was alert and able to get to safety. And it was a close miss. You guys hear us talk about sticks are utilized a lot, but it's also a very dangerous thing to do. So you hear a lot of officers injured in the line of duty deploying stop sticks. So thankfully that didn't happen. Forest Lake pursued that vehicle southbound 35E to 35W. We're able to keep eyes on it until the state helicopter got overhead.
Yep.
And they do what they do, and awesome job calling it out. This vehicle came through Ramsey County, circled back, I believe, went into Hennepin, circled back.
Yep. Yeah, I came back across on Hennepin Avenue, and then went back west.
A few of our squads attempted to deploy stop sticks, just were unable to. This vehicle is traveling at high speeds. Eventually made its way to Eden Prairie, where the vehicle was dumped and 2 individuals bailed from the vehicle. Eden Prairie responded and took 2 into custody. Lo and behold, the CAT team is familiar with them. People we've dealt with before, and hopefully we can track back that initial stolen and connect more dots. So again, a lot of different agencies communicating. I mean, this started in Forest Lake, which is going to be Washington County, and it ended up in Eden Prairie. So traveled a lot of distance.
Sorry, guys, I missed that. Was that recently spotted?
Thankfully, no one was hurt. So.
What
do you got? No.
That way, Audi. From earlier. Oh, okay, copy.
Gotcha.
I thought maybe they spotted it.
Okay.
False alarm. Yes, OnStar and other, I think they call it Uconnect in some vehicles. I think that's Volkswagens, but those are definitely helpful when it comes to getting your vehicle back. It helps us with tracking and stuff like that. Depends on the make and model, but the newer ones, usually 2020 and newer. Seems like most of them have the capabilities.
So a tip: a lot of people buy new vehicles, and like I bought newer GM vehicles. You always get a trial period, right, on OnStar, Uconnect, all those different things. We're starting to realize that if you don't enable that from when you purchase it, so the dealership has to do something that activates it in the vehicle. sometimes it's too late by the time your vehicle's stolen if it's never been activated. So if you buy a new vehicle and you're told you got a membership that you can do for 30 days, go ahead and set that up. So a lot of the times that could mean in the future, even if you don't have it, your vehicle's stolen, you can get that reactivated. So I myself have never paid for those in the past. I now keep OnStar with the tracking capabilities now. Just we're living in a different world. You just never know. I know it's not always affordable for everybody, but if you're able to, it's a nice tool for law enforcement.
Give you a little peace of mind.
So with that, we are seeing an uptick in vehicles being taken from garage burglaries, attached garages. We've talked about it before. I know it's growing up, you used to see it all the time. All your neighbors, all your friends, their garage doors would be open, but they get home from work, leave them open till they go to bed.
Yeah. Leave the keys in the car.
Keys in the car, or they leave that mudroom door from the garage unlocked. We are seeing a huge uptick of people brazenly entering garages, opening up those doors, and snatching your keys and taking off with your vehicle.
Yeah.
I hate to say it and be that person, but gone are the days of when you left the front door open all the time, you leave the garage door open. No neighborhood, no city is immune to that. We see it happen all over the metro, West Metro, East Metro, down in Dakota. You see it up in St. Cloud as well. So,
oh yeah.
I'm not sure, but if you
A lot of these kids, they don't have any issue, traveling a bit, especially when they know there's cops in a smaller agency, kind of a more country type town where the doors are unlocked. So, like Thomas said, it's a good idea nowadays.
just gotta take some extra precautions, whatever that is, whatever fits your lifestyle, but just try to educate and trends we're seeing.
Yes.
So.
Take off Central 31, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. 13.
Still seeing a lot of uptick in shots fired. That's not slowing down.
It seems like almost every night.
At least, at minimum.
Last week, I think last Thursday, there was 3 different shots fired incidences within, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So the warm weather brings everybody out, and it brings the crime with it. So
Absolutely.
it's going to be a busy summer, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll earn our money this summer. Absolutely. But start to see those codes, and anything short of a Harley or one of those Indians, a lot of the times you don't hear them coming up on you. So
Sneak up on you sometimes.
yeah. Granted, not your stock Harleys you see coming from the dealerships nowadays. Those sound like lawnmowers, unfortunately. But I used to make fun of my dad. He had a electric Glide, and he had stock exhaust, and he hadn't updated it yet. Hadn't done anything, no slip-ons, nothing, and told him we'll burn him a CD that has motorcycle sounds, and he can play it out of his speakers.
That's funny. Yeah, they don't make them loud anymore.
No, not from. It's a lot of the restrictions and certain guidelines they have to abide by when manufacturing them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Different baffles are always packed, stuffed with I forget what the material is.
I couldn't tell you.
I've taken
guy.
Yeah, I used to be, but I've taken baffles out, and it's
a thing.
Yeah, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
You just take the rivets out and pop them in the cab. So, which depending, that doesn't always sound better.
That blue 200 might be going back to Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Joe's saying. I don't know how you want me to relay that stuff, but
Just, yeah.
oh, good. That one lady's going to meet me at the LEC.
Oh, perfect. For the cat?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
No, she has it. She just wants. She doesn't know what to do with it. So
Okay.
I'll put it in property.
Okay. Perfect. We
We
recovered an Audi a couple weeks ago, and
I think that was last Friday.
last Friday. And unfortunately, she found most likely a stolen catalytic converter in it. We're going to take possession of.
I can't imagine the guy that stole the car had a legit extra catalytic converter with him. Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. So we're back, Minnehaha and Dale. Radio's quiet right now. I got it up pretty decent. So, you
Yeah,
guys have been
there's-
with us. It's feast or famine usually.
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. Don't really have any good questions. Got a lot of out of state backseaters. Thanks everybody for joining. It's always interesting to me to see where everybody's tuning in from.
We definitely appreciate it. It helps us show what law enforcement is like. Obviously, we are a specialized team and, have certain focuses. And so a lot of things you don't get to see, but you get to hear.
Yeah.
306 for 6-year-old male's abdominal pain. They contain work.
On Georgetown 72.
Your computers.
Computer, phone,
New message.
don't worry.
New
Got it.
message.
I did it that one night.
Hey,
We did good.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
We got it. Got it.
oh boy. So still just cruising through West now. It's been kind of a busy area. I think there's an attempted car night. Some other gun pointing incidents. STEM individuals, kind of a few blocks between each other. Also, as far as I know, nobody was ever apprehended in that incident. Look at that, Arkansas, Georgia, Nebraska, United Kingdom, Florida, a little bit of everywhere.
Not even any points on the board. So I think game 6 tomorrow, Friday. Thursday or Friday. And it's back at home. It's a must-win for the Minnesota Wild. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's Minnesota. Timberwolves, no. Timberwolves got ousted as well by the Nuggets. So
It'd be really nice to see the Wild make it past round one.
it would.
I don't remember the last time they have, honestly. Maybe 2014. I feel like they lost in the first round 2014, though, too.
It's been a while. I mean, at least this one they're putting up a fight. It's, it was 2-2. Now I think it's 3-2. So putting up a fight, but
Playing good physical hockey, though.
yeah, it doesn't seem like the refs like that though.
Yeah.
Refs are definitely putting a kibosh to the
little
physicality of the Wild. Definitely some questionable calls, but that's with any sport. I'm not going to complain. We've got some calls on our end as well. But unfortunately, if they lose their next game, it's golf season for them, and we're back to just, baseball? Twins?
Yeah. Pretty much. I guess you could say the T-Wolves, but...
They got outed. They're out of the playoffs.
Oh. Well, that shows how much I pay attention to them.
I don't either. I just, I happened to see it on social media. But I can't say I've watched I can't say I've ever sat down and watched a Timberwolves game.
I used to go to them sometimes when I get free tickets, but that was way back in the day, though.
Yep.
A buddy of mine used to hook me up.
Back when you went to Backstreet Boys concerts?
Hey, don't judge. Don't be judging. Back when the responsibilities were low and life was easy.
Carver 1328.
Yeah, back when bills weren't a thing.
I think I want to make sure we don't burn apprehension. Where are they? Oh, so they're way over there. I can't imagine we're going to go that far west.
No. Not unless something pops. We're good. Other than that, yeah, we had some activity yesterday. It's a lot, like we said, there's an abundance of stolen. So you name it, they're getting stolen. 1997 Honda Civics, brand new cars, Kias, Hyundais, still at high rate.
Yeah.
And it's not slowing down, but it seems like all tactics are in the mix right now.
Yeah, it's hard to really narrow down a certain brand or make or model.
Where are the rest of the guys?
850 County Road E, Walmart, for adult female, shoplifter in custody, cooperating.
What's that? That's not
Gotcha. Yeah, no, we're good. All right. All right.
That's French.
1329.
Huh?
I said, oh, that's French.
Yeah.
Take his truck back.
2261 Tango. You can clear my current call. I'm right next to Walmart.
Then we did have the funeral for the Polk County deputy this last weekend, Saturday. If you've got to see some of those pictures, wow, the response and outpouring support. It was crazy to see the amount of squads that showed up in force for that, and then all the citizens lining the streets. So again, just another shout out to Polk County and the other departments up there. Metro area's thinking of you guys.
Yep, you guys are definitely in our hearts and our thoughts. All to all those involved.
2252 to 4460 Harbor property retrieval. Assist callers waiting at the park in a gray Dodge Ram. 344.
I don't know if you saw it in the news. I was reading the article. A suspect who was involved in the shooting of 3 Kansas officers was accidentally released.
Oh,
And,
no, I didn't see that.
As of this morning, I thought I read he was still out on the loose.
I don't understand.
Anyone from
how that
Kansas, I don't know if it was Kansas City or Kansas State. If you have any updates on that, I'd be curious to see what if he's still outstanding.
Swap 62 on my cell phone.
I don't quite understand how that happens.
There's a big oops there.
What's that plate? David Zebra Davidson.
Definitely a big oops. There was some radio traffic before we came live, and now I don't know if everyone's on lunch break or
Yeah, it really died down.
or not. Where's that?
2268, that's 2266. Not myself. You can call me back on my current call.
Copy.
Huh?
She's working with it. That's how that works.
Unbelievable. Let's see. Any big plans coming up for the spring season there, Chad?
Nothing too crazy. No, we always do a camping trip or two in the summer, but that's not till July. It's a lot of housework, honestly. I got spring cleanup and try to get my lawn back in order. Yeah, I don't even want to do mine. That's the problem.
No, I can't say I'm. My yard's newer, so there's not much to.
Oh, you're lucky.
Just got to start laying some fertilizer. Deal with the voles. The voles are very prominent in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I used to have those too when I first moved in. But I think after so many years of fertilizer, they kind of moved them out. I don't have as many lumps as I used to. But I do need to cut down a few trees, which I'm not looking forward to. You can come help me with that.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we'll get all the guys over and you buy pizza.
Sure. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than paying someone to come cut them down for me. A couple $100 a pizza.
Can't be 4471. Blood 90. Blood 90. Go ahead for 90. But it's about 2 carbonies on heavy.
That was Kansas City, Kansas, by the way.
Okay.
That's the only info I got on it, though. But
Well, I'll have to check that. That was
Copy.
yeah. Imagine if you were one of those officers. Hearing that news wouldn't take the best.
no, I think I would be a little
Upset.
upset. Yeah, to say it nicely. It's just, that's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. So hopefully that gets resolved sooner than later.
Get back into custody and let that process play out.
It's still that same AOA.
Yeah. Yep.
44.
44.
This is fire.
And Gilly to burn and 3 9 6 Vikings back.
Minnesota, we're having a lot of grass fires. That's a big thing right now.
I think there was one yesterday, actually.
Right, well,
Right on the border of Anoka and Ramsey.
Yeah, Lionel Lake's right up. It was like the 35E County Road J area. Sounds like they fought a pretty big one.
You go from snow warnings to fire warnings in the matter of a week.
Get some rain,
That's
hopefully clear that up. Alright.
Oh, yeah, radios are still pretty quiet. There are some calls impending. It's just kind of all low priority report calls, so nothing too crazy or interesting going on at the moment. I'm hesitant to say the Q word, but maybe that'll help pick things up. I don't know.
We're here all night. Might as well say it.
I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez. Ding, ding, ding.
I guess we'll throw some plates out there. It's always helpful. These ones just 2011 white Chevy Tahoe, King Adam Sam 294 was taken overnight from St. Paul.
Copy.
See that?
With 23121 Front Street. Check the welfare of caller's daughter and husband. Sounds like there may be an argument and the daughter was experiencing an anxiety attack. 255, cancel 331.
Looks like another work truck, white Ford F-150, 210 X-Ray King Charlie was taken of West District of St. Paul. What else did we
That's a
have?
fresh one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a couple hours ago, I think, by now. Sounds like Edina had an attempted carjacking earlier. Sounds like 5 suspects eventually were detained. The victim was able to drive off and call it in. So I'll be curious to see if more info on that. So, as we said, it's happening everywhere. Happening in your suburbs, metro.
4471.
Hear it all the time outstate on LTEC.
Check the status.
all kinds of stuff going on. So
Sure is. Yeah, that warm weather's a double-edged sword.
4029.
Like I said, it's nice, but it brings everyone else out. But I'll take it.
Right in the most fairland.
I'm over the cold.
7th Century, apartment number 20. Copy.
definitely over the cold. With that, a lot more pedestrian traffic. I've definitely seen an uptick in accidents involving pedestrians in the last couple days, especially here in St. Paul.
Yeah,
So
please pay attention when you're driving.
8687.
crosswalks, it's a must. Stop at crosswalks.
Mhm.
Also, in the neighborhood, you're going to see a lot of kids. Hopefully you'll see a lot of kids out playing in the
You
streets.
guys
And
can clear the caller
Yeah.
called back and was able to reach
Pay
the caller
attention
and
and-
advise the situation was okay.
Slow down. Everybody drives so fast.
yeah, I don't think there's anywhere you're in a rush to unless it's, an emergency.
1338.
There's no reason we should be driving like we got somewhere to be. If that's the case, then plan better.
You're right. Just leave 2-3 minutes earlier. 2-3 minutes earlier. What are you going after? Oh, shit. Sounds exciting.
Back on the east side on Maryland. Again, a lot of traffic. Obviously, with the nice weather, we've been seeing a lot more traffic earlier in the day. Bunch of people playing hooky from school and
Yeah.
work. Don't worry, I won't tell your bosses.
Are you 4-4? You can mark this assisted 331, Penny.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys deal with so much traffic sometimes. On nights it's much different. Much easier to get around and do some things.
Yeah, you get used to it.
5287.
It's a different level of traffic down here though.
Yeah, it is compared to the contract cities.
Just such a heavy congestion on the main roads, even on the side roads. That's why sometimes it's not ideal to chase certain cars, but that'll change depending on the time of day, I suppose.
Time of day, type of crime. A lot of variables you'll look at, but
I believe all of St. Paul's side roads are either 20 or 25. Do you know what the speed limit is? I know they lowered them. I want to say they're 20 or 25, but I know they're not 30, that's for sure.
25 right here.
Yeah, so I think every side street in St. Paul is 25, unless posted otherwise. Jeez, do you even have the radio on?
Yes, I do.
There we go. There's something.
I'll tag.
Numerous calls on a traffic complaint. Driving crazy and pull back.
Driver wrecked in the state. Their neighborhood. I terminated. We came up to some traffic just crossed.
Bravo 411.
Oh, I lost it. Oh no.
They're pulling back into you.
Hang on.
See if you can hear it.
Bravo 351.
Call 310.
Q7
Report was
smashed up
411
in front,
back here.
eastbound Olive.
White out.
Failing.
Copy. 1341.
What color is it?
What color is it? What color?
White color.
Dispatch cop.
Who's behind it?
It's flying. He lost it on Phelan. Where'd you last see it on Phelan from Olive? On Phelan. Coming up on Coyote.
northbound West
We'll
Broadway.
head that way.
Going northbound Emerson. On 54.
Yeah, now outside of it.
Just turn on Cayuga towards 35.
1311. That was like kind of
Right, north on Arc right from Cayuga, behind us.
What was it eastbound then?
Oh, pulling into Health Park.
Copy that. They're Emerson. I'm in Onmark, by the way. Emerson northbound. They're through 23rd Avenue North.
All right, we'll still start that way.
Copy. Just pulling Emerson now.
They are Emerson northbound through 26 now. Can you let Minneapolis know? Dispatch.
Give you a plate?
Yeah.
Copy, they were just advised.
Okay, they went back westbound. It's going to be 27 from Emerson.
Copy, westbound 27 for a minute.
Copy, I'm at 26 now. Going westbound.
No, scratch that. That's not going to be them. I believe they're up ahead of me, northbound Emerson. Probably almost to Lowry by now.
What car is it?
Is anybody going to Minneapolis? Is chasing?
Northbound. Emerson just passing 27.
Always Emerson, I swear. I always land on Emerson and Broadway.
Copy.
Is he out with her or you just let go?
You let it go. It's
1311. I don't have it.
unrelated. It's right there. That's her walking in.
I know.
Unrelated.
Copy, look right now.
1311. Last seen Emerson northbound 27th Avenue area.
So we thought we might have had one of our vehicles we've been looking for a little bit. That's kind of what the chatter was there for a minute. Sounds like Minneapolis is chasing some sort of unrelated vehicle that, well, I guess a vehicle that we're unaware of.
Pursuing, can we move this to attack channel clear up the mid?
Oh, black Jeep right, maybe?
Copy, if you just want to go to Contact 1 or remove the patch. Mile 1 will be clear at 13:45.
I guess that vehicle description again real quick.
We got gray Kia SUV, no plates, broken rear window.
Oh, stolen. Sounds like they got a stolen Kia.
Said 522 and 527. We're all EOT.
Copy, have a good day, 13:45.
What's that vehicle wanted for? Sir, there's a traffic complaint of reckless driving, multiple colors, and in north pursuit, likely a stolen.
I would guess so. It's a good indication. Reckless driving, broken window,
44,
No
44,
plates.
right?
no plates, and a Kia or a Hyundai.
Copy, 13:45.
More likely than not, I would guess. Let's see, what is the temperature today? 53. What's yours say?
53. It's almost t-shirt weather.
It's getting there.
Just about. So yeah, like Chad said, we are looking for a white Audi Q7. Right now it might have some different plates on it, but it's been outstanding for a couple weeks now.
Yeah. Yeah, involved in some other vehicle break-ins. I don't think it's involved in any burglaries, but they've been breaking into a lot of cars.
That there was a secondary vehicle that was associated with it, red Jeep Grand Cherokee, and Chad located that and recovered that.
Yes. Yeah. Was that last Friday, I think?
2230.
It all blends together.
Yeah, the days are just
22:35.
so hard.
Put me out on that investigate. 8429.
Been on LTAC 1.
No checks needed.
Little fight. Love to hear it.
Go ahead, please.
13:45.
Hey, you guys still looking for that car? We're just walking out the door here.
Warwick. We are, but we haven't had eyes on for several minutes. If we can reacquire, it would be nice to have you, but at this point, I think we have no idea where it's at exactly.
Yeah, I lost sight of it a while ago. We can drop the badge, cancel flight.
Where are we coming?
And dispatch copies as well. Did you want to
St. Paul
not
Fire.
use LTAC one anymore?
Didn't think anyone was gonna pull over at first.
Yeah, we
No,
can.
I was gonna say it's nobody wants to move over.
Copy, Halbert. Halbert will be clear. LTAC 1 at 13, please.
So for those of you just tuning in, my name's Chad. Driver is Thomas. We are with the
59,
CAT
51,
team,
status of
Carjacking and
Walmart.
Auto Theft Unit. It's a specialized unit within Ramsey County that focuses solely on stolen vehicles, carjacked vehicles, kind of juvenile
52,
outreach
81,
to an extent, I would say, and a few other things. What do you guys been working for about a year and a half now?
September 2021.
13 for you.
So, yeah, about a year and a half. It's been a busy unit, definitely been effective. These guys.
4444. You can cancel fire and it'll be clear report.
It was definitely,
No fire.
it was 3 of us for the first. When did you guys come?
January. So the first solid year and 4 months.
Yeah, we got Sergeant Savaka July. But before that, there was 3 of us, and obviously all the additional people that help us: Sheriff Fletcher, Deputy Pat Scott.
Under Sheriff Martin.
Pat Scott
Check the area and we'll
is the CAT team. He obviously
there was a event that came
intermittent,
in
so
with
he
speaking irrational comments. Seemed to be irate and agitated.
will
and
jump
had
in the mix.
something
He's
with
obviously
him.
has his Friday night details with the sheriff.
Eastbound. His name is
A lot of
Daniel.
experience.
White
They've
Allen
helped
is
us
30s, shaved head, red hoodie with
adapt
glitter
to
on
St.
the
Paul.
front, pants,
We all
carrying
came
a
from
backpack.
contract cities,
His homework was
suburbs,
unknown where he
up in
was
Ramsey
going.
County. We were all patrol deputies. Joe Kill is a White Bear Lake officer. Kyle Williams and myself, Ramsey County Patrol. So we definitely leaned on them for
1349.
a lot of things coming down here. It's just a little different.
Navigation, I think, being one of them.
Navigation, that's definitely huge. Obviously, and then adjusting to a different type of policing, I guess. We're not, responding to calls and stuff. A lot of it's proactive and following up on leads and stuff. So.
Yeah, a lot of self-initiated things, which is nice. It's nice to not be always tied to the radio. Kind of be able to find your own thing.
White vehicle, driver shot. So we got shots fired out of a white vehicle, University and Marion. 1 caller so far. 1 caller.
Is that what's
Copy.
Driver in a white vehicle. Per the update. Monitor that.
Copy. Is that you? Also, that flyer you mentioned in the are you aware of the address?
So yeah, it was
Copy. I'm involved.
been busy. It's getting busier. We obviously got a
And I'll advise for now.
big crew now, and I'd like to think we're making a dent in it, but it's still picking up. So
It's a good job, security.
yeah, that it is. But it all bleeds together eventually. I was talking to Joe Kill the other day, and we were reminiscing about previous stops, and then we realized how actually long ago it was. But it really wasn't that long ago.
Negative. They requested to
2021.
cancel further investigator.
Calls. What's that?
You're welcome. 1351.
Unknown further.
And
1351.
your blue Ford's outstanding.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Update on
There's
that.
a Chevy out there, but-
University call. The driver's a black male. 20.
How's the
clothing description?
video so far today?
Video seems like it's been good. Doesn't seem to be glitching too much. If you guys want to let us know if it's been otherwise, but I haven't read any comments about buffering or anything. So I'd like to think things are getting tightened up.
Fixed it. And we lost signal.
Oh. Must have jinxed it. Yeah, that's what they said. That's fine.
The vehicle's going to be in
336 coming out.
Early 2000 sedan.
679. Roll. Can start me another gas at you.
Early, yeah. Oh, another call.
Duplicate.
679 uranium, sorry.
Duplicate. Solidifies the incident.
Yes.
Not having shot spotter. Definitely rely on a few of those, and
St. Paul's got something going on up here.
yeah.
I want to be clear towards you that one, sir.
Oh, there's a disturbance for some reason.
Three 361 Wyndham Circle. Animal complaint callers back there.
I apologize for jinxing it.
1354.
It's kind of the way my luck goes lately.
Guess we'll monitor both of those.
410.
Marion. Eastbound University.
76th Street. You're right for the shore.
Down right.
So there you go. Having multiple callers, it helps because just the way gunshots come out.
Them kids up hanging out on the roof.
5673.
You can send me the
Those are your spotters.
5674.
So those are your spotters.
Yeah.
1354.
Pretty sure I've seen done that before. But yeah, having multiple callers, it kind of narrows down where the shots fired happened and
336, I'll be in the alley.
helps officers locate it.
Copy in the alley for squads responding at 1355.
Vehicle they were in.
They were in vehicle was
Yeah, everyone else is right over there.
Copy.
That's the suspect vehicle?
Affirm.
Okay, I was wondering what they were in.
FDA 488.
Copy clear.
So it's flying now.
New message.
336, one's running in the front.
Copy
Like,
outside 1031
yes,
running to the front.
Message.
Asian male, all black, ready. Step down.
It went eastbound pretty fast.
Asian male wearing all black. 336, what's he want in for?
Car in the rear here, then a house.
New message.
Male theft, and then male sticks off in the front. I had two other Asian males when I stopped out here to talk to them.
See those cars parked
Down in the leaking fluid.
Car's long gone now.
Motor vehicle theft report. And then she
Where's that
located her
camera?
vehicle at Union Marion. Blocked that subject that was in her vehicle and pulled him out. He was a light-skinned black male. And there was also a black male with
He's
red.
out of Egan.
Tahoe, Kilo Alpha Sierra
Here's the one
29 Western and Aurora.
Check down there. Cut that corner.
I got nothing.
134 copy.
Nothing to the
Do
right.
we know if it's related?
It cut that corner pretty fast.
Not sure at this time, but possibly.
Contacted the resident. Code 4.
So current residence at 1357.
Huh.
Just disappears.
It did. It came back clear, but they cut one peek at us. They took off. Well,
10 request a phone call regarding homeless encampment at Saddle Creek Regional Park. 1357. Copy. 410 more info. Go ahead. 67. That occurred in the parking lot back here. The white sedan was shooting at a male who took off running.
336 is for squad info. There's a firearm in the car up here.
I guess they still just a disturbance is what they get.
Yeah, well, it's some guy involved with mail theft, took off running.
Oh, probably updated.
Yeah. Is there ever a shift where we didn't get a call? When I was on midnights in Northern Shoreview, there was a few nights where I would go with 0 calls for all 10 hours. And I guess it's nice to have a break, but it makes for a very long night, especially in the dead of winter.
Copy.
Houdini. I can't say I ever had a shift where I never got a call. Like as me being primary or responding to a call.
I guess I took it as like me being primary in my city.
Copy out with the Tahoe.
But
Yeah, I don't know if I.
Northern Shoreview's a pretty quiet community.
Yeah. I was 6'1", so a lot of the times you get dispatched to Low Canada and Madness when those cars were busy.
Were you at midnights?
Yeah. Midnights, then power car, and then days.
I always forget you're on the power car.
4, this is related to University of Marion.
Well, we were opposites.
Yeah.
So.
Copy code 4. Incidents related at 1400.
I guess all 3 of us were power cars. Kyle Williams was a power car too.
That he was. For those of you wondering, what is a power car? So it's one of the patrol squads from Ramsey County Sheriff's Office that patrols the contract cities. They work 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So they're it's a staggered shift. It helps alleviate during
Shift change.
EOTs, so that we still have squads out responding when day shift is changing over to afternoons.
It was an orange Kia that just turned up
I
here.
know, yeah.
Where the hell did it go?
And for squad info, Emmerich was able to locate some
I have no
suspect
idea.
info. The suspect vehicle is going to be a white
These cars are just
2006 Pontiac Grand Prix. Plate of Kilo Golf Lima 276, which registers at 877 Aurora.
That's one
Or it was
alley.
going to be a David Stone. Info at 1401.
I don't know where the heck that car went.
I do not know. Yeah, and a good thing about a power car, generally you're not assigned to a city, you're just assigned to an area, either east or west part of the contract cities.
466 phones around.
Yeah, and I always enjoyed
Copy.
not being tied to a certain city. A little bit more freedom of movement.
Awesome
Kind of stay a
car,
little busier.
dislike the hours.
I don't mind the hours, but yeah, it does take up your whole day. But at the same time, especially in the summer, I love being out all day working. The weather helps.
Weather definitely helps.
A little bit less depressed
2235
when it's
cleared
not
by
freezing and you're stuck inside for the 4
Copy
months.
for interview.
Yeah.
Like today. Today's perfect. 53, sunny all day. It's perfect working weather.
Squad to assist.
Time we got
2:02.
2:02. So we'll go till 3 today. We've got an hour to
starting to float that way.
find something?
Should be a good address because you just
Yeah.
got his ID renewed there.
Yeah, hopefully something pops up here.
And the school that was in lockdown can probably have the lockdown listed.
877 Aurora.
That might have been.
That's the shots fired car.
Oh,
Grand Prix.
yeah, Soroka, I think, found it.
262 clear.
Copy 402.
Checking your status.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to check.
What for? Driven by her victim in the white Tahoe. They cut off her white Tahoe. A black male ran from the white Tahoe, fired a shot at him, and ran towards the holiday.
36 status.
We're code 4 here. There's no perimeter
So
needed.
it sounds like that shots fired stemmed from a
Everything
road
up
rage
there?
incident. Somebody cut the other person off.
You can clear
And
the
it
tempers.
Copy, carefully with 10
Sounds like it involved that stolen I aired earlier. I duped him. Thought I said that Tahoe, the owner of that Tahoe that was
looking for any
stolen,
vehicles.
was involved. So
2750, I don't believe so at this time. We believe that white vehicle belongs to the victim.
interesting.
44 turn out.
Copy 1404.
Start 2750.
2750.
Blinker turned on.
The plate on the towel is King Adam Sam
Judgment.
94. Did that ever get reported as stolen?
New message.
So it's currently stolen? Is that what I... No, it's clear.
It might not be entered yet. It might be impending. Let's see. Right. No.
New message.
Negative, it looks like they did attempt to call earlier. 499 is the one that took the call.
New message.
And they attempted to call the comp multiple times with negative results.
So it is
Like
a stolen.
they cleared an SNR at this time.
There
It is a stolen. We're unable to make contact and verify and make the report. So it's a reported, unreported in the system. It's funny how things are always linked back.
Everything comes full circle, doesn't it?
It's like the circle of life.
No, we don't use bait cars. At least us personally, we don't. I couldn't really tell you why. It's just kind of...
The amount of... So that... How do I put this?
4471 traffic.
With the amount of
4471.
stolens in the unit we have,
Westbound 36
our time is best spent going after the active vehicles. You got to have someone that runs the bait car fleet, pretty much maintains them, and then when you put one out, you're essentially designated out to that car, right? So if something pops,
Yeah.
Is there a description?
Carjacking,
of the
whatever it
party
is.
of the shooter by chance?
you're out on that vehicle.
Yeah, you're
now
kind of stuck, I suppose.
there's a delay. So our team, and courtesy of our intel team, is very good at
Black male in his
putting us
20s,
onto vehicles.
No hider clothing description was given.
Did you get it?
It's WHV
Copy.
something. I'm gonna flip you. Wait, hang on.
410.
Yeah, we just are better spent doing operating how we are, because then when carjackings and stuff happen, we're able to respond. Fresh stolen that has tracking, we're not tied down. So definitely a good question. A few different departments utilize them.
Tahoe, two places to maybe check. Race in Manitoba and on University. It is parked just to the west of Reno.
Henry Whiskey Victor
A couple of the spots.
883.
Copy,
Hang on.
It's going left.
New message. New message.
Oh, it's not right. It might be a play.
like six different queries in there.
No problem. Didn't have a front plate, matches, but yeah, I was saying a few departments have them, utilize them. A lot of those departments don't have the auto theft unit we have, so sometimes it makes sense, right? Because you only have one body, he can maintain it.
Yeah, they
get an
can't be
activation.
proactive.
They can get an activation and have those patrol squads go and respond to those big car activations. So definitely have their place. Just think we got a good thing going with how we're operating right now.
I think so too. I think so too. Bait car, I think, used to be a show, or at least there was a show that had a bait car on it. Somebody commented it'd make for a great show.
It would. I've seen a few. Don't know if they're real. You see those spoof videos where like they like set a bicycle out for someone to steal.
Oh yeah.
And then they have like I don't know what it is, an airbag in the seat.
Yeah, or like I like when they tie a rope to it so that when they're riding.
I'd have to imagine that's not real because some of those falls are vicious.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine.
Can we update the location at 215?
I don't know. I hope they're not real, but
that makes for some good entertainment, I guess, regardless.
Yeah. Got a plate on it.
Not so much ride-alongs with our unit. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of moving parts, I guess. It's hard to really bring an outsider in, but our patrol unit does do ride-alongs. You guys are more than welcome to reach out to the admin at 1411. It's our patrol station, 1411 Paul Kirkwolf Drive. If you're interested in doing something like that, reach out to the admin staff out there, and they can definitely explain the process. It's pretty easy. You just got to sign a form, essentially. But there are some things that go along with having riders.
A lot of your local departments probably offer ride-alongs too.
KD295.
So
Never hurts to ask.
No, absolutely not. A big thing for a lot of people wanting to get in law enforcement when you're in college. That's actually required. One of my classes, you're required to do so many hours of a ride-along.
Yeah, I had to
for
do that
skills.
too.
And I think I divvied mine up. I did a suburban agency, Ramsey County, and I did a ride-along with St. Paul.
I did all mine with my mom.
Huh.
Yeah, he had a easier avenue, I guess.
That's not too bad. I was happy I did. I got to see how a suburban agency works, how a sheriff's office works, and St. Paul. See the different functions.
Yeah, I think that for anybody that is looking to get into law enforcement, I think that's a better way to do it. Get some variety out there, like Thomas said. See how different agencies work and the different types of call volumes and the speed. Some places are going to be much more fast-paced than others. Obviously, metro areas, big city police departments are going to be a lot faster-paced. More things going on. Some people like, some people don't.
Definitely one thing in law enforcement.
Copy.
What do you got?
Yeah, he's clear.
It's different department for every officer. Certain officers are just going to adapt and respond well to certain agencies and just how they operate and the functions. So yeah, it's definitely, you kind of want to know your personality and yourself.
So the white
I'd recommend applying that way.
Kilo Alpha Sierra 294. was supposedly stolen sometime overnight. The driver is a black male, 30s, 5'8", dreads that are shoulder length, thin build, blue t-shirt, blue shorts. There is
So
a
that Tahoe is for sure
mixed
stolen.
race male, goes by Cam, supposedly 20s years of age, 5'10", medium, short hair, white t-shirt, red boxers, blue jeans. And there was a white female passenger, 40s, 5'8", heavy, with a gray hoodie, blonde ponytail. This, basically, they intercepted their unreported stolen in the area of University of Marion.
Oh, that's what
And
happened.
after they got the suspect out of the vehicle, one of the three suspects, who's unknown which one, fired off a single shot and fled the area. But
Huh, so it wasn't road rage.
So if you heard that, if you find your own stolen,
Copy the white
do
Tahoe.
not try to retrieve
Here
it.
at 294 was stolen
Yes.
overnight. Driver's going to be a black male.
It's not the safest
30s,
plan.
5'8", dreads, medium length, blue shorts. It's also with a mixed race male on a
Believe me,
25
Tom and I
medium
will
build,
gladly
short hair,
come try
white
and
t-shirt,
help,
red boxers, blue jeans. Additional party is a white female, her 40s, 5'8", heavy build, gray hoodie with a ponytail. Looks like after the suspect was out of the vehicle, one of the three fired a single shot. Info at 1414.
Property is not worth your life, ladies and gentlemen.
John and Glenn Middle School.
Nope, I can understand the anger associated with it and wanting to do something, and you know, it's hard when it's right there, but
Copy, I'm going on traffic.
please rather just call us and let us work it.
Gone are the days of the stories I heard from my dad and grandpa, and you're probably very well yours. Fisticuffs. It doesn't happen that way anymore. A lot of people are carrying weapons.
We did get verification.
Not only that, but they're more apt to shoot them off too. Shoot
Absolutely.
first, ask questions later.
Absolutely. Gone are the way of the old bar fights, and then you go home and laugh it off with your buddies.
Yeah, geez, even Friday they had a
And Aurora Western.
bar fight turn into a shooting at the arcade bar. So it just goes to show. I mean, there's always a gun somewhere.
The white Pontiac that everyone was looking for earlier is actually the victim of the motor vehicle that her husband should be the one driving.
Ramsey County uses German Shepherds for their canines. Well, German Shepherds and then a mix of German Shepherd and Belgian Malinois,
Victim's husband.
which the Belgian Malinois mixes are a little bit smaller and a little bit more high strung. They got a lot more energy, I think, and it seems like we're kind of shifting to that mixed breed because it's a little bit best of both worlds. They got a hell of a bite on them too.
Yeah.
So when are you going to be a canine like your mom?
It's eventually, you know, I don't want to put a time on it, but it would be nice. I mean, you talk to all the canine handlers, and none of them have a bad thing to say about it. It's a lot of work, though.
45
It's a big dedication.
Put me on an animal complaint.
They match that carjack paper.
Wasn't it? Was that gray? Silver?
One from earlier.
Copy.
Silver.
Might have been. You looked at it closer than I did.
No, I know the one that we were looking for earlier was silver. I think that one might have been red. And it disappeared again.
My tinge is right there.
Oh,
That's not it.
134 squads already haven't checked. The one shot was supposedly fired in the area of Union Marion, and they were last seen running northbound next to the victim. The suspects hang out at like racing at the holiday.
what do you got? Anything?
No. Just that one we're still looking for. It's
The white one?
silver one that was associated with the white one.
Is there a squad that can check that holiday racing time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
255, I can reach there. Copy, 1474.
The Grand Prix that everyone was looking for ended up being the RO's husband. So
Received.
Yeah, they found that. They didn't find the other one, though. The important one is the Tahoe now.
they got the Tahoe.
Cover that.
One second.
Central.
179.
One take your
Where are they going?
to get back a chainsaw. 1417.
Still seeing carjackings over in Minneapolis. We were actually, one was taken last night. And then the victim's phone was pinging.
Over in
West District of St. Paul. Vehicle not located. So, it's unfortunate. Phone must have been ditched off at some point or handed off to somebody. Or the vehicle. One of the two.
Yeah, something happened over there.
Definitely our main goal is to try to keep carjackings non-existent in Ramsey County.
That would be a successful thing for us. I swear Minneapolis has, gosh, one a day almost.
Yeah. All the departments do a good job over here with that. St. Paul's awesome department, a lot of awesome officers, all the suburban agencies, so it's definitely a unified endeavor.
New message.
95.
New message.
You can change this to a
New message.
Copy, information.
New message.
Information that was medicine much into Vita dialysis, 71-year-old female, is still on cancer having short.
We are live, kind of in the middle of our shift. Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, not many places I could go there.
Copy 4446, 1420.
Negative, they weren't sure exactly which one fired off.
As always, if you have any questions for us,
that were in the
shoot them
convoy.
out. Chad's monitoring.
Yes, I will do my best to answer them the best I can. Air tags are a good plan or a good tactic to throw those in your car if you have them.
4426.
I think I don't know if they give you exact live updates, but I mean they definitely give you updates, which is better than nothing. It gets us in the area and kind of narrows things down for us. The best tracking I've seen is just, that vehicle tracking that's done through OnStar or Uconnect.
4450.
Or whatever.
Looking at the site and they'll be out.
Whatever system each make or manufacturer has. But, if you do have an AirTag in your car, or if your phone's left in your car and you got an iPhone or something that you can find my iPhone or iPad or gosh, even AirPods are all trackable too. So if one of those items is in your car that was just stolen, make sure you let whatever agency know and start working on that tracking, because the sooner the better. A lot of these guys are getting smart now and they'll throw the phone out the window, something, throw the iPad out the window.
And there's a lot of aftermarket GPS tracking systems you can put in cars nowadays too, because your car doesn't come with one. We've seen a few.
New
Seen
message.
a lot of Kia Hyundai owners starting to put them in.
Definitely doesn't
New
hurt.
message.
It's helped us recover those vehicles.
New message.
As always, number one goal is to arrest the people doing it,
New message.
and that's what's going to curb it. We want to recover the cars too, but our ultimate goal is to catch who's doing it, because without them being held accountable, it's just never going to stop.
That is true.
304, I just copied 7th, and then you put off.
The bomb unit fellas are going to go take care of that call at 730 Cook.
Copy, thank you. 1423.
Target field is just across the river over in Minneapolis. I guess it's fairly close. I mean, 8 miles west, 9 miles west, something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
more, 10 miles.
Something like that. So
It's not too
94 runs obviously east and west, you know, from Wisconsin, runs west into St. Paul, gets a little bendy, and then it eventually wraps around through Minneapolis northbound. It's going to be on that north stretch. What is the street? What is the other little freeway over there?
394.
Yeah, it's just north of 394 and 94 right there. Cool stadium.
2415.
DOT in our world, I guess, just means direction of travel. Just a simpler, abbreviated way to ask that question a little quicker.
Also means Department of Transportation.
That too.
MnDOT. Minnesota DOT.
We still have bail, and at least in our county, I can't speak for every county is going to be different, but Ramsey County still issues bail to certain offenses.
Use that myself in 411.
Some it depends. Now, it was a violent crime, if there's a victim, things like that. But luckily, yes, we still utilize the bail system.
Skate park.
You much of a skater?
Unfortunately, yes. So I grew up out in till like 12 years old, West Metro, third layer. You remember going to State Fair and they have third layer?
I remember third layer.
Yeah.
Never went.
So they.
Was that your spot?
No, my brother got me. It was big out in that area, Crystal. I was that age. That was you know, the height of Tony Hawk and all that. But I did it. That's because my older brother, definitely baseball, other sports were alley.
Yeah.
Push. I could skate on the board and stay up. There's a half here and there.
I was gonna say the problem came with the chicks.
Yeah. Or when I had
that too.
I tried. It's just.
Range. So there is changes coming in. It's just the problem is that there's so many of those cars already out on the street that they haven't ran out of easy to steal vehicles yet.
These are your modern day Saturns. They run warranties.
Yeah.
There is. There. I've said it had Hyundais in the past.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Awesome vehicles. Just luckily the Kia Boy trend was not a thing yet.
Dr. West 800 East Haha, female caller yelled that someone gave the address and didn't answer questions, unable to call back.
Three for Morales,
Copy 1427.
On that front.
95.
95.
You will call it
New
730
message.
Cook.
Over.
New message.
You put myself in
New message.
7467.
Copy.
Valid and clear.
Holding the medical call for 1670 Legacy Parkway for 77-year-old female who is feeling suicidal, not talking.
4340, I copy. We'll be clearing here shortly.
Pothole dodging.
Copy.
New message.
Code 4, others want to cancel.
Copy. Call for paramedics. Anybody not on scene at Harmony Clear?
John Paul X-ray 810.
4444 copy. Send me the medical.
Received.
New message.
Hey,
New
copy.
message.
Also be up to the medical.
New message.
Clear.
Copy. 4490.
New message.
Well, our little quiet trick didn't work.
I kind of picked up for a second there.
And the shots fired, and St. Paul had it contained pretty quick. And not much other than that.
Copy. 4490.
Yeah, a bunch of report calls.
3929.
You're not really safe. The address 30 miles, 36 miles.
So my kid's in his first year of coach's pitch.
47 call data, please.
Oh, yeah, how's that?
You know, so last year he was in
Good,
T-ball, and it was his first year at T-ball. So he's the youngest for his age, so he's always going to play against older kids, having a summer birthday. And my oldest has always just had really good hand-eye contact. He's probably been hitting off of a tee since probably 2 years old.
Oh,
Been able to throw a ball and progressively, and
Copy. 4420.
he did good at T-ball. He just seemed to be getting a little bored towards the end.
Yeah.
I put him in coach's pitch, and wow, are some of these kids huge?
Are they?
I didn't realize he's playing with 8-year-olds. He's 5 years old. Playing with 8-year-olds.
That's a little early. That's good for him, though.
So he had his first practice, and he did good. But some of these kids, I was talking to another parent. I said, I asked him how many kids took a ball right off the face, because some of these kids were putting it through the infield pretty good. So,
Jeez.
good character building if it does happen.
Yeah, that's what I think.
There's ball's softer than a normal baseball.
It only hurts for a little bit. So my dad used to always say.
One of our coaches. My kid's playing with the same coaches and same kids. 3 of the same kids from last year from his T-ball team, and
Oh, good.
you know, that was my big hang up. I was actually I signed up to coach, then they ended up getting enough head coaches, so I told them I could help out, but I think I'd be apologizing all the time to hitting someone's kid. You know,
Yeah.
I was a good baseball player, but that's a lot of stress. Make sure you don't. Well, sure enough, we were at a practice, and one of the coaches, thankfully it was her kid, one straight away from her.
He drilled it?
Yeah, he couldn't help but chuckle because the parent was chuckling. So you're chuckling, but you're like, you knew you shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of hard. It's one of those situations.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta laugh it off, especially if the parent is too.
But it'll be entertaining. He's got his first game this weekend. We're gonna try out lacrosse this year.
Oh,
It wasn't around when I was a kid.
A little bit of everything, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to let him try every sport. He golfs with me already, so I've got him in golfing, hockey. Try lacrosse. It's just like a couple week intro.
Message.
See if he likes that.
Message.
Yeah,
Let him try it out.
Bad thing. No, it's good. Kids need something to do. Keep them busy.
Let him figure out what he wants to do, what he likes.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
She loves hockey, so hopefully.
It's nice and expensive for you.
New
Yeah,
message.
I'm okay. You know what? My kids are my hobby, so
Yeah, that's not a bad investment.
I wasn't able to just financially play hockey till I was older, competitive hockey. So
It's nice
if I'm
to do.
able to, or you know, maybe forego some things that on my own wants for my kids, I'm okay with that. And I love hockey. It's my wife grew up. Her brother played hockey all the way through college and into the pros, and so she definitely loves spending her time watching them play. So
She grew up in the arena or whatever. Also,
yeah. Granted, for some reason at his age, it's on the weekends. It's Saturday, Sundays is when it is.
well, I feel like that whatever day you had it wasn't it like 9 o'clock at night?
Well, that's me.
Oh,
So I play in a men's league on Thursday.
oh, I thought that was your son you were talking about.
No, I play in a men's league on Thursdays. I'm playing at the Super Rink.
Oh,
I was playing when I graduated. I played a lot of men's league, and then I played up until the jail, and then I got full time in the jail on afternoons, and I just wasn't able to do it anymore.
yeah.
Started up again, and then I got sent out to FTO, so that was kind of it tapered off for a little bit, but
Oh, you're back.
yeah, I figured I'd get back into it because I'll probably at least assistant coach next year. They definitely can use the bodies. His association has a lot of kids in it.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I'm in hockey shape, so I don't go all
so
foolish.
Not a bad plan.
Well, your son in any sports yet?
He did t-ball and soccer last year. He's not the biggest of sports fans though, so I don't really want to push him. But I think we're going to do t-ball again this year. It's just been a matter of getting his friends from school, getting him in the same league because he wants to be with his friends.
It does help, honestly.
And yeah, I mean, I'd rather him enjoy it, even if it's just for hanging out with his friends, rather than it seem like a chore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever catches our fancy, right?
Yeah.
It's nice to have kids in some sort of activity.
Yeah, I mean, it breaks up our day too. It gives us something to do and structure to the world. You should bust around and go down rows.
Yeah, gotcha.
One legacy. 24 present.
9681.
Any chatter on our channel?
Can you pull my call back at 10? I'll pick
Not
it back up
lately.
later.
Nada?
Nothing, not a whole lot happening right now. Hang on, right.
44, your heart is happy. You said John C. 44 happy.
4490 right here.
Copy 4490.
This black Lincoln?
Huh?
The Lincoln?
Yeah.
95.
985.
I think that one got recovered.
Speed report.
Yeah, I thought that was a Kia. I think it's a Ford though.
Copy.
New message. New message. New message.
Alright. Maybe we'll switch it up. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
New
79.
Copy 1438.
Starting to keep us on it. There's another panhandler at Emporium Lakes running the punter. She's walking her
Yeah, we've
down.
been thinking about getting our son into Boy Scouts this year, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like wrestling or like jujitsu?
He's just, I don't think he'd like it. He's not, he loves being outside, you know, and so I think Boy Scouts would be a good fit for him.
Okay.
He loves camping, anything to do with outdoors and fishing, camping, swimming, rummaging through the woods.
You think he'll hunt and fish his whole life?
I don't know if he would hunt, but I think he'll be a fisher for his whole life.
Do you hunt?
I used to hunt,
So
then I had kids, and my hunting time kind of
something to just think of, right? He's still
He's 8 now.
okay. So they have those lifetime sportsman combos where it's the fishing
yeah.
and small game, and right. So it's worth it. It's a little bit of a gamble, but if your kids end up doing it their whole lives, it ends up saving them so much money.
Well, it's not even that expensive for it, is it?
No, I'd have to check all three of my boys have it. Like my father-in-law was like their first Christmas present and got it for them. So
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I should do that.
it's definitely something. I'll have to ask my dad. He works for the DNR. What the pricing, because it changes on your age. There's like a certain age that
Oh, okay.
you want to get it by. But it's definitely a high value. So especially being in Minnesota. Because what's a fishing license now?
Gosh,
I do the couple one. My wife and I. It went up last year. It's like 40.
I was gonna say 47, I think maybe.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 27, but that sounds too low.
And I shoot trap and stuff, but I just got into hunting. I never. Wife's family hunts a lot. Grouse and all that. And pheasant hunting. We'll go. Done a few like game farm pheasant hunting, European pheasant hunts, but
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't think my wife would. Love to get into it, but it's definitely a sport you need a dog.
161.
And having kids, I don't think I have that energy right now with that.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot of work training one.
Yeah, it'd almost be easier to just send it to a trainer. It's a lot of money, though. Either time or money, one of the two.
Copy. 413 Central, 911 only phone. Think within 19 meters. It's unknown if there's an issue. 167 to assist.
We apologize, backseaters. Not much. Not apologize. It's a good thing, but you know, it's nice to show you what we actually do when we get onto storms.
4450 Clearport.
Yeah. I'm sure as soon as we sign off, things will start happening. I swear they know when we're live.
Oh, they do. We had one earlier. Fortunately, we're still working on that one. Hopefully we can tell you about it later. Just let them know we're gonna maybe put along going west.
Oh, let the guys know.
Yeah.
Where are they at right now? Oh,
Yeah. Hand signals. So that's like we say, we like element of surprise. So you'll kind of hear us not fully giving out a lot of details. We got a lot of squads in the area and out working, so there you go.
Wonder if that's related.
Yeah. So we'd like to give them the element of surprise. Obviously, we're live. If you know the area, you're going to pinpoint where we're at. But try to let the other guys work discreetly. I think the bad guys know that our backseaters are
179.
very vigilant, and
179.
if something gets aired, it usually gets spotted. Doesn't take long, so
Right.
you guys are another
Subject
tool
area
in our
calling in
tool belt?
Concordia for a female that's carrying her child and walking in and out of
Did you
traffic.
just call me a tool?
There's another
No,
child
not
on
you.
the side of the
I know,
road.
I'm
Black
kidding.
female or 3855
It's a
FT
compliment.
build, no clothing description.
Well,
Or
you know,
243.
and this one was.
Feet are getting cold. Bumping the AC.
So we're in that in between season where
It's that goofy time.
Of course, you're Vietnamese.
you got a sweatshirt on because it's still a little brisk outside, but then you jump in the car and it's hot. You said that was Thomas.
Yeah, 1090.
1090 or 1300. Well, that was at $1,300.
Yeah, that's why I don't know.
Copy that.
New message.
Maybe just air that to those guys. Just tell them to check that call out. Just say there's a delay, but.
Well, they want us to go till 4.
Who?
Backseaters.
Unfortunately, we can't today.
Wasn't that? Did you guys ever find that black Durango that was
Have a good day,
running around
14,
from the
24.
funeral and stuff?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Good job.
Yeah, we'd love to go to 4 today. Unfortunately, there's some other commitments people have going on that we just can't make that work today. Maybe next Wednesday we'll try to start a little earlier and
7271.
see if we can maybe extend it a little bit for you.
Fire zone to fire alarm at Main Street crossing 4735 Highway 61.
One day, technology will just be able to press a button and you'll go live with us when we're in between stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're quite there yet.
Tune in to just tap into our squad cam.
Yeah, we still have someone on the back end
On DPKP.
making sure it all works out. So. I mean, one day in the future, that's what it's going to be like, right? There's every police car is going to have a camera, and you just
9271.
go onto a web link and hit a button, and you
That's, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just walked away from
New
her house.
message.
see what's going on.
New message.
10 Revere.
New message.
So hopefully you're not picking your nose at that moment, but
Hopefully it gives you a little warning.
it's been sitting there forever.
New message.
Oh, the white one.
New message. New message.
Was the window still busted out in it?
No, actually, it,
You got it fixed? It was like
It was fixed.
It was like for 2 weeks busted out. I was waiting for it to get reported.
New
The
message.
caller is on St. Paul. And the female name is you or her, 35-year-old age.
New message.
Unknown clothing.
New message. New message.
What do you think this plate means?
161 to assist.
Baby tank?
730.
Yes, please, if you could hang that phone.
Tell you what, I've been getting a lot of spam calls lately.
Yeah, me too. Like 3 or 4, 5 a day. It's driving me nuts.
First, I thought my wife was pranking me, signing me up for quotes for things, giving me hints.
Yeah.
message.
Old baby tank's clear.
Baby tank's clear. Invalid.
I don't know if that's highway movement, so you know whenever there is 7 Brook Avenue. Where we left a check under 56-year-old 9 who's texting the caller saying that a male named Joseph Pettit threatened her in the basically for movement.
New message. New message.
Which one?
Frank Charlie 329.
Copy 39 on Wednesday.
If you're curious.
Yes, thank you. 239?
I believe, or 329.
239.
New message. New message. New message. New message. New message.
There we
New
go.
message.
There we go.
This was going to try to call the woman and...
New message.
9273, copy, thanks.
I just said where they at. Thomas and Victoria. Oh. What's that, Thomas and Victoria? Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm right at the top of it.
Traffic.
Yes, that new message, audible tone that you guys keep hearing is every time we run our plate, our computer gives us an audible new message for each return that comes back.
Wish it was like my iPhone. Change it to like an Australian person.
Yeah,
Like Siri.
that would be better to listen to.
696.
New message.
County
I
Road
can't even do an
C,
Australian
Survey.
accent, so I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
But it would be humorous.
Yeah, it's funny to see.
Crikey. Crikey, you got a new message.
Copy 439.
You can change the
New message.
male, female of it.
Copy. Person to John.
Mm-hmm.
39, I believe it'll be 33.
Trying to think what else. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing really comes to mind.
River, Mississippi is flood warnings.
Oh yeah, that too.
So we got that going on. There's a lot of patrols out Mississippi Boulevard yesterday for a possible lady. It was kind of confusing. Some people said they spotted her taking a swim. Then some spotted her.
I think the path was flooded too,
Yeah.
so that she might have just been wading through the water
Maybe
on
got
the path.
swept away.
Southwest.
I don't know what the result. That was still going on when I went home.
They ended up doing their due diligence, and
Nothing.
after about an hour and a half of searching, they didn't find anything.
Sergeant Savaka was out there.
Yep.
He's the old resident diver.
They had our water patrol unit, Hennepin County's, St. Paul Fire, I think, has a water response team.
Yep, they were out when we had the guy from the stolen Audi
yeah.
jumped in. St. Paul's finest came and helped us out, and
Yeah, that was humorous.
he was very lucky that debris stopped him. because he was very tired and he only he was not in the water that long.
Yeah, you know, once I heard him jump in the river, I was a little nervous, honestly. Because that water's cold and that current is fast right now. It's not really a place I want to be.
Absolutely not.
This guy's waiting for something.
He's right.
But yeah, like Thomas was saying, luckily there was a kind of an island of wood and debris that gave him a little island to stand on and catch his breath while he waited for us.
I think he definitely regretted his decision.
Well, maybe not though, because he tried to bolt from the hospital too.
Wow.
You know,
I'm not saying stole the car, jumping in.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm saying I don't know if he regretted jumping in because he still tried to.
These cars
He still tried to flee again.
See what he's doing.
Which one? These two? Yeah. I think I ran that yesterday actually because I noticed the same thing.
New message. New message. New message.
No, expired tabs.
Oh. It's just parked awfully close on one another.
New message.
What's this?
9273.
Oh.
I'm out with the person we're supposed to check on. I'm code 4. He canceled the other car.
Well, you got about 5 minutes left with us.
9271.
Like we were saying, we'll probably have to end at about 3 o'clock due to some other previous engagements we got going on. So maybe within the next few minutes, though, we'll stumble upon something. But
Absolutely. Obviously, if we got into something, we wouldn't end early. You just have to maybe push some plans back.
yep, catching bad guys comes first.
Yes. Yes, it does. 2 hours went fast. Not much going on, but always happy to have you guys ride with us. I think my suspension's getting worn out from everybody in the back seat. Or maybe that's just the potholes. I don't know.
I think it's the potholes. Speaking of that, I hope I get my